little bro, I get it. You were broken up with and you need 3 ways to deal with it, 3 tips how to handle it, however you want to put it, and I can help you out here. Number 1, forget the self-help crap. Get the It's a joke. I am kidding. Do not be vindictive or try to get revenge. I'm gonna get canceled before this video is even off. That's not even a tip. That's just basic human etiquette, okay? Disregarding all of that. Tip number 1, women should not be your top priority. The reason that you're having trouble going to work, going to school, dealing with this breakup that's just destroying your life right now is because she's your top priority. Okay, so for instance, if the top priority, which what it should be is your goal, your mission in life, and that's usually whatever job you're working, even if the job you're working isn't your dream job, it's gonna help you and be a step towards that job. So what I mean is, if your job, your purpose, was at the top of your priorities, and your woman, say, came second, third, whatever, which is, by the way, where they should be, and she broke up with you, that means everything underneath it might crumble, but your purpose doesn't. And the reason that you're having such trouble keeping up with your day-to-day tasks is because your woman came before your purpose. So now it feels like your purpose just collapsed. And I hear this from a lot of guys that say they just want to be a husband. They just want to be a good father. They just want to be a good boyfriend, whatever it is for you. Those things are great, but they should not be your top priority. All right, little bro? They cannot be your top priority, because if something happens here, because I got news for you, man, no matter how good she is, you cannot make her love you. And you cannot control if she goes absolutely batshit crazy one day. You can't do it. So look, if everything under her crumbles, right? You've built up this hierarchy with her on top, and everything crumbles when she leaves. Guess what? You're going to have nothing. You're going to be devastated. There's going to be nothing else left for you. That's why you've got to have your purpose. That's why you've got to have your life's goal, God's plan for your life, whatever you want to call it, at the very top list of your priorities, so that even if everything else underneath it crumbles, you've got this. And that's the most important thing. Number 2, women want to be taken somewhere, okay? I know when you're young, it's difficult to really comprehend this, but women don't want to be just taken back to your bedroom or taken to Dairy Queen, although like maybe that's okay. They want to be taken somewhere with you in life, okay? They want to feel like they've hitched themselves to your train and that you're going to be pulling into a station that's exciting, fun, that's honestly a little bit better than the guys next to you. Okay, that's where hypergamy tends to kick in. Women don't want to be in your passenger seat while you're asking them stupid ass questions like, oh, where you want to go to eat? Oh, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? You are supposed to know that. You are supposed to lead the interaction, not her, okay? Stop letting her lead the interaction. Step up as a man and lead it yourself, because she wants to be part of your story, all right? So tip number 1, women should not be your top priority in life. If they are, when they leave, everything underneath it crumbles, all right? Number 2, women want to be taken somewhere with you. Number 3, you need to value respect over love. Let me say that one more time. You need to place a greater emphasis on respect over love, all right? The reason for that, especially when it comes to relationships, is simply this. In the short term, all right, it is a successful short-term strategy to just give in to what your girl wants, okay? And this goes for a lot of relationships, not just your girlfriend. It could be the relationship between you and your boss, your colleagues, whatever it is. If you give in too much, right, it makes people devalue you and devalue your time and your energy, okay? So in other words, they're putting whatever it is, their emotions, their position, their pay, whatever it is, over your respect as a person, okay? And it's not gonna work out long term. So if your girl is disrespecting you, okay, and she knows you're not gonna break up with her, you think that disrespect is gonna stop? No, she's got to know that you're going to break up with her. Now, here's the deal, is that some guys actually catch on to this when they're young. And so what they'll do is they do these trial breakups, right? They say, well, we're broken up now, but you actually plan on getting together with them in the future. It's just they've got to know that you're not treating them well. Little bro, this is not a successful long-term strategy. It's because you need to be a man of your word. So if you say yes, if you say no, if you say we're done, or if you say I love you, okay, and that last one being most important, you're gonna have women trust you. Your girl trusts you because you don't go back on your word. So if you say we're broke up, we're done. We are absolutely done. We are never getting back together. Cue Taylor Swift. All right? If you say I love you, means I love you. Means I will always love you. And she's got to trust in that. Okay? That's how you make a woman trust you, is that you do not go back on your word. So your little trial separations, your little breaks, your little fake breakups, they're really only what kids do, okay? So when you get into the adult world, that stuff needs to stop. And really, it should stop in high school. So point number 3 was to value respect over love, because if you value respect long-term, it's a much more successful strategy. How many times have you seen somebody that's been married for 30, 40, whatever years, and you think that there's gonna be a lot of love in that relationship, like, oh, that's the kind of love I want, but then you see how the wife or the husband is treating the other one, and it's like, there's no respect there. What you have is some guy or some woman that's just browbeaten into not getting their way, into giving up their power, their respect as a person, because they simply can't tell the other person, you know what, you're either going to respect me or this isn't going to work out. You need to get into the habit of, while you're younger, before you get trapped into 20 years of marriage to somebody that's not going to treat you well because you really love them or you think they're really hot, okay, to value respect over love. No matter how much she says she loves you, she's got to respect you. Okay, so love comes second to respect. To recap, point number 1 was women should not be your top priority in life, little bro. Your goal, your life's mission, God's plan for your life, whatever you want to call it, should be your top priority, because it could be, and is very often, okay, your only thing that you truly have in life. Number 2, women want to be taken somewhere with you. Okay, I mean that physically, I mean that metaphysically. Okay, they want to be hitched to your wagon that's actually going somewhere, that's going to do something. And quite honestly, they want you to be doing something a little bit cooler, a little bit better than the guy next to you. Number 3, you need to value respect over love. Please don't forget that. If somebody is not treating you with respect, you don't have to treat them disrespectfully either, but you need to stop that, to address that immediately in that relationship, or that disrespect will not only continue, it will grow. And here's the thing, little bro, women will not love a man they do not respect. If you take anything out of this video, and I'm sorry if she broke up with you, and I'm sorry if it feels like she's never coming back, but I got a couple things here. Number 1, usually they come back. Like, personally, I have always had my exes come back. It's been sometimes weeks, sometimes months, sometimes years. They always come back, okay? Doesn't mean you take them back. It doesn't mean you're rude to them, but they always come back. They do not want to come back to somebody who's broken. That's unattractive. Even if they come back and there's a lack of respect in that relationship, and maybe it's the only thing you take from this video, please take this. Simply put, you've got to value respect over love, because long term, she cannot and will not love you if she does not respect you. That's all I got to say, little bro. It gets easier, man. I promise. All right?